The PlayStation 3 exclusive JRPG Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch may be gorgeous, but its beauty goes so much deeper than mere aesthetics. The game does something bold and unexpected. It defines itself by staying true to its JRPG roots, a genre that's been mostly floundering for years. But its roots are planted in new soil, helping Ni no Kuni emphasize its unique story, interesting characters, compelling world, and above all else, its truly different main character. The results are staggering, for Ni no Kuni isn't only the best JRPG I've played in years, but a game that joins the esteemed ranks of the best PlayStation 3 exclusives, territory typically only tread by Sony's own studios.
We have liftoff! Whoa!
Ni no Kuni tells the story of a boy named Oliver. Oliver lives in Anytown, USA, and finds himself in the opening hours of the game caught in a rather interesting situation. Without spoiling anything, let's just say Oliver is pulled between two different worlds, providing a rather interesting scenario the game builds itself upon, helping and saving people in one world, sometimes by helping out people in the other world, and vice versa. It's clear as soon as you lay eyes on it how incredibly gorgeous Ni no Kuni is. Multiple editors remarked to me how astounding the game looked as I played, and a couple even told me that it looks like I was playing an anime. There's a reason for that. Ni no Kuni is a collaboration between esteemed Japanese game developer Level 5 and the infinitely important Japanese anime studio, Studio Ghibli. The results speak for themselves. Ni no Kuni has a remarkably beautiful look all its own. Ni no Kuni is a vibrantly colored game with crisp animations. Character designs are simple, yet poignant and effective. Environments blend the fantastic with the grounded to create a diverse landscape to explore, and sound effects and voice acting is, for the most part, effectively done. The game's soundtrack is also notable, for it's completely rife with memorable songs, whether they be catchy, moody, or anywhere in between. That could be because celebrated composer and conductor Joe Hisaishi wrote the score. Oh, and did I mention it's entirely performed by the Tokyo Philharmonic Orchestra? Ni no Kuni shines in the gameplay department by smartly taking influences from two different mega popular JRPG series and blending them together. Those series are Tales and Pokemon, and in reality, Ni no Kuni's combat is made up of an equal mixture of both. Oliver and his friends can all fight in battle, but it's not advised. Instead, the crew can capture any creature in battle and make it his or her own. Using these creatures, called familiars, Oliver and company can keep a buffer zone between them and enemy parties. Such a system is replete with depth. Each character can have 3 familiars actively associated with them, and by fighting with them they'll level up, become stronger, and learn new moves. Mixing and matching captured familiars is the name of the game, but the real beauty here is that you can derive as much or as little out of capturing a full array of creatures, just like in Pokemon. It never ties you down and forces you to capture and train a myriad of familiars, unless you want to. The Tales influence comes from the open battle system. After running into a creature on the overworld map or in a dungeon, the landscape for battle opens up. Your characters and creatures can run around in a 3D plane, dodging enemy attacks, finding openings to land your own assaults, and more. Ni no Kuni generally provides a linear path through the story, though there's plenty to keep you busy in terms of side quests and optional events. Oliver is a good, grounded kid at heart, a far cry from many JRPG archetypical characters, and he's out to assist people using the good-natured magic he learns over time. Scores of errands can be run for characters that often help them find a missing feeling that leaves them brokenhearted, courage, enthusiasm, love, and the like. And there are also bounties to undertake in order to eliminate enemies that are giving the powers that be a hard time. Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch is an extraordinary game that captures the essence of the old-school JRPGs that so many of us grew up loving. The result speaks for itself. Ni no Kuni is a game every RPG fan should play. I beat the game in just north of 40 hours, but the game continues once the main story is done. And rumors out of Japan are that it could take twice that long to get the game's coveted platinum trophy. So if you're looking for a worthwhile time sink that hits all of the right notes, look no further than Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch. For more on all things PlayStation 3, keep it tuned to IGN.